All right, so let's talk about 5 important tips that I think every creative or photographer should know, but no one talks about. Alright, so there's a lot of tutorials out there on how to take photos, but there isn't much that talks about the trials and tribulations of being a photographer or creative. So I'm hoping that today's info that we discuss will allow you and me to persevere and sustain our passion or career in this field. So yeah, while we talk about that, I'm out here today strapped in the POV and gonna make some photos. So let's get to it when I can figure this thing out. Let's do it. Don't think you guys can see this. You can just see a big wall, but I'm shooting up. So the first thing to consider is to practice daily. It's quite simple. If you want to be a better photographer, you have to practice. At least make 1 picture a day, evaluate it, and improve the next day. Michael Jordan didn't rock up to training once a week or on the weekends. He rocked up every day and early. Wicked looking car. It's a wicked looking car. The next thing to consider is to find fellow photographers. 2 sayings come to mind. Surround yourself with people who are going to lift you higher, and you are the average of the 5 people you hang around with the most. So build your photographer crew and reap the benefits together. Also, how much fun is it learning with others? Bad cunts. The third tip is to create for you. This is super important. Take pictures of what you want. I tried making commercial ads for a bit. I hated it. It made me not want to get behind the camera. And now I'm in a place where I know what I enjoy creating, and honestly, it changes all the time, but I allow myself to lean into that change. My hands are cramping up. Fuck. Fuck, that's a banger. Focus on what you can control. We can't control the weather, we can't control the clouds, we can't control other people. Really, the only thing we can control is our mind. Get out there, take the photo even if it isn't the ideal situation. One rep is better than no rep. Now, the most important tip of them all, comparison is the enemy. There's a story of the co-founder of the hugely famous metal band Megadeth, Dave Mustaine. Now, that is a huge feat if that's all you know about his story. But then you find out before Megadeth, he was the lead guitarist for Metallica. How better is it with this? Now all of a sudden, comparison makes us think a little bit less of his accomplishment with Megadeth. All of us photographers or creatives are guilty of this mentality. We put our blood, sweat and tears into composing and editing a photo or making a YouTube video. We're super happy and excited with the result, but then we see another photographer do something and we compare it to our own and immediately hate our work. Be aware of this and consider it the next time you're doubting your work. Now, I had planned to do a full outro while I waited to do a time lapse, but I ended up in a state of flow and chased the sunset for a couple more pictures, and then I decided to just experience it and not worry about anything else. And it was great. So, hope this info helps you as much as it helps me, and I'll catch you next time.